Atul Kumar Anjan of the Communist Party of India. Suva Prasanna Bhattacharjee, well-known artist who leans towards the Trinamool Congress. Student leaders Nupur Sharma, she is a member of the National Executive of the Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha, leans towards the BJP in our studios in Delhi. Former DUSU President, General Secretary of the NSUI. Amrita Dhawan is joining us from Delhi. Shivam Vij is a well-known journalist and blogger, and this entire incident in Kolkata has taken the nation by storm, hasn't it? And that's why I'd like to begin by asking you, Shivam, this is not something to which, for example, you are directly related. You don't live in Kolkata. You are not a student politician. And perhaps you don't have perennial views on Mamata Banerjee. Why would this interest you, and what are your thoughts on what has happened in Kolkata? Why has it become so national in character, the protests?
Well, Arnab, I think it's become national character because one death has been turned into a citywide mourning because the CPM has got a martyr finally. They've been looking for it for a long time now to become politically relevant again in West Bengal. While I think the death is very condemnable, horrible, it's very definitely and clearly a custodial killing of the sort that the CPM used to indulge in, but I think the CPM is only reaping what it has sown. Over 35 years, the CPM perfected the art of political killing, and that is the kind of political culture Mamata Banerjee has inherited. Sadly, the Mamata Banerjee had a chance to change that culture, but she is certainly not the kind of visionary or a mature politician who would do that.
Okay, let's get in the Congress Party representative next. Amrita Dhawan, it appears to me the Congress Party has woken up and started condemning student killings, violence of this sort after you broke away with Mamata Banerjee. Why? Why did you wake up now? Only now?
No, let me first begin with that I express my condolences for Sudipta and the family members, because in any situation, whatever be the reason of protest or whatever be the reason, good or bad, justified or not justified, I cannot see myself supporting a death of a 22-year-old young boy during a protest by police, and especially above this, supported by Mamata Banerjee. I think when she said that it is unfortunate, I consider that herself being the Chief Minister is the most unfortunate event in the country now. Because how can a Chief Minister be so insensitive and just not even sense what is happening all over the state? How can she support what has happened to that boy? And she is giving these statements which are of no use. I mean, the youth is totally angry. We just cannot see this thing. She has capitalized the agitations that happened in Nandigram, what happened in Singur. She has completely capitalized those issues and she came to the path. She should not forget the path she adopted when she was becoming a leader of West Bengal. She should know what is the relevance of protest. She should know what is the relevance of agitations amongst the youth. She should give and ensure the right to protest and agitation.
Well, it's just like your government killed one person in the Ramlila Maidan by Baba Ramdev. It's a bit like that.
It's just not the politics. We should not politicize this. This is the death of a student. They were just protesting. For whatever reason they were protesting. They were protesting for a good cause. They wanted student union election. How can police react to such an issue like this? How can they be so insensitive? They are the protectors of law. And over and above, whatever happened, she should not support that thing. She is supporting police. For what reason?
The question is today, I'll broad-base it. I'm going to get Suva Prasanna, I'm going to get the left and debate in a broader platform. I just want to begin. I think the point is relevant what Shivam is saying. You see, in our country, a politician is happy with the police when the policeman acts subservient, bows his head down, and behaves like a private army of the politicians. The moment a policeman questions a politician, then what happened in Mumbai happens immediately. Doesn't it, Nupur Sharma? I mean, after all, the Bharatiya Janata Party says nothing. When a bunch of politicians thrash a policeman when he stops them on the Bandra-Worli sea link. In other words, even the BJP, and I'm sorry to say this, the Congress, is very happy when the police acts like a private army. And what has happened in Kolkata today is a reflection of that.
No, Arnab, let's just get away from
Arnab,
what the BJP
are you
and
asking
Congress
me?
is doing.
I'm coming to you, Mr. Suva Prasanna. I have a few questions for you as well, but that question was to Nupur Sharma. After that, I'm coming to you, sir.
No, let me just get in here. What has happened is really sad.
1 second.
As a youngster,
Then I will not participate in this conversation.
Why will you not participate?
I'm a simple citizen.
I'm
a painter.
No, one second. Why will you not participate, sir? May I clarify?
I'm not a Trinamool spokesman. So you have to change that.
I didn't call you a Trinamool spokesman.
But you told that I'm a supporter or something.
No. I said
I'm a citizen and I'm proud to be a Calcuttan.
Sure, but am I wrong? I introduced you in the following terms, Mr. Suva Prasanna. I said Mr. Suva Prasanna Bhattacharjee is an artist who leans towards the TMC. Surely I'm not wrong. You do lean towards the TMC. Is that all right?
Yeah, like you are lean with CPM.
Well, I'm sorry you think that way. And you can say I'm sorry that I think my way.
Yes. You are always trying to malign our state.
Baba, throw him out from this.
1 minute, wait, 1 minute.
Throw him out from this
One
panel.
minute.
Throw him out from this
I
panel.
think.
No,
1 minute,
1 minute, please. 1 minute. Mr. Suva Prasanna. Mr. Suva Prasanna is Mr. Atul Kumar Anjan. We are here to discuss a very serious subject. I request you, before I come to you, I'm just getting the student leaders.
Who is that guy?
Mr. Suva Prasanna. Thank you for your accusation that I am a left-leaning person. 1 minute. I can assure you. 1 minute. One minute.
Discuss all that.
1 minute. I'm here. No, we are not here.
Are you sympathizer? Is it the example of sympathy?
I'm sorry, Mr.
We
Suva
are
Prasanna.
all
Do you want to try I am sure that as a citizen of Kolkata, you tonight on the Newshour want to seriously discuss the circumstances which have led to Sudipta Gupta's death, and therefore I would request you, Mr. Suva Prasanna, despite your strong reservations and personal views about me, to which you have your opinion, and you may think I'm a terrible person as well, I would request you, just let's complete the round of questioning with the student panelists, then I'll come back to you, and I also have a few questions for you, with your permission, sir. And therefore, I'd like to go back at this stage, before I come back to Mr. Suva Prasanna and Mr. Atul Kumar Anjan. Yes, Nupur Sharma, please complete.
Yeah, may I please? What I'm trying to say is what has happened is really sad, and what is alarming today is actually where are we heading, where voices, opinions and protests, a normal protest is turning into brutal killing. We are talking about police atrocities, and at the same time we are also talking about not just in West Bengal, let's not just limit it to West Bengal. Arnab, as a youngster, if tomorrow I had an issue, if I'm out on the road, and if I have to say, you know, this is wrong, what is happening is wrong, and what I get in return is murder, then I'm sorry, this is not the way this country is running. Exactly what happened after the gang rape at India Gate, we must have seen, might as well become a dictatorship and not a democracy. That is what is alarming according to me today.
Take your point for it. Now, Mr. Suva Prasanna, and I'd like to introduce you once again as an artist who leans towards the TMC. Mr. Suva Prasanna, tell me, what on earth, in your view...
It's a very painful, painful incident. It is a really very painful moment because the boy, he is really innocent. He was a very bright boy, and as per the boy's sister, she actually complained that the way they influenced in politics, and this is the wounds of politics.
Wounds of politics?
And whole city.
What do you mean by the wounds of politics?
Is it the whole city?
Mr. Suva Prasanna.
This is only this fresh people. They are only just 22 years old.
So?
They are very fresh.
Do they deserve to be killed?
And these political people are using them.
No, what do you mean political people are using them?
That way.
Nobody is using them.
Yes. Why?
Nobody is forcing anybody to participate in any political... No, this is wrong, sir. Nobody forces anybody to get into any political participation.
You should ask Sudipta's sister.
What should he ask?
Sudipta's sister.
No, he should ask the... I'm shocked. He should ask the system that there should be student union elections in Bengal.
1 second.
What are you talking about? We're a free country.
Mr. Suva Prasanna, what are you saying? Are you saying, now you must let me ask you a question. May I have the pleasure, may I have the opportunity to ask you a question?
May I
ask you a question?
All people are trying to cash. I
am very sorry.
trying to cash this incident.
I am very sorry,
You
and
are
I am
trying to catch this incident.
Mr. Subha Prasanna,
No,
I am
sorry.
very sorry
You
that you
people are
think
trying
so.
to
I am
only
very
for
sorry
your
that you think
TRP.
so.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
only
want
for
to
your
catch the
TRP.
situation.
We
Mr.
were
Subha Prasanna,
type of
Mr.
incident.
Subha
Yes,
Prasanna, I
yes.
want to just tell you one thing. Please, I am very sorry.
Instead of discussion, we should come and sit.
Why
that
you are discussing with this
how we could overcome this thing.
Mr. Subha Prasanna, now let me ask you a question. You made your opening remarks. Mr. Atul Kumar Anjan, I'm just coming to you. I want to ask a very basic question to you, Mr. Subha Prasanna. Mamata Banerjee says, I keep telling people that when they travel by train, they stand at the door and their head hits the lamppost and they die. I keep telling them to be careful. In other words, Mamata Banerjee has trivialized the incident and tried to make it look like an accident. Why has she trivialized it in your view?
It is accident. It is accident. It is very unfortunate.
Accident.
Because the boy, yes.
How is it an accident?
It is accident.
Is it
naturally, as it was, he was within police custody. Naturally, that is police fault.
Exactly why it's an issue.
No, what kind of accident?
No.
1 second. Let me ask you. I have one question. All the eyewitness reports are saying
there was a clash with a pillar and bus.
A pillar and a bus. So I want to ask you this, since you seem to know details of it. The medical superintendent of SSKM Hospital, Tamalkanti Ghosh, where Sudipta was rushed, is quoted as saying, and I quote Mr. Subha Prasanna, Sudipta died because of a severe head injury and multiple other injuries. Now, I must ask you this. How does a lamppost become a living object and inflict multiple injuries on a person? Tell me.
You see,
how can a lamppost inflict multiple injuries?
I am not witness of that incident.
No, I am telling you because multiple other injuries cannot be caused by a lamppost.
Nothing new in Calcutta.
What is nothing new in Calcutta? In Calcutta, do lampposts inflict multiple injuries?
Yes,
Do lampposts? How can a lamppost?
Quite possible.
How can a lamppost inflict multiple injuries on a person? How?
Why you were asking this sort of question?
Sir, because it doesn't look like an accident.
He died.
He died not because of an accident.
Unbearable pain. Unbearable pain.
Inflicted on him by someone.
Why you were cashing this thing?
Inflicted on him by who?
Use this as a political game.
Can I interfere
there was no issue.
I get Atul Kumar Anjan in, please, 1 second. Mr. Subha Prasanna, now let Atul Kumar Anjan respond. Atul Kumar Anjan, Subha Prasanna says these are circumstances that happen in Calcutta. I don't know. And he is supporting the Chief Minister's comment that it's an accident. Your response, please.
At the very outset, Arnavji, it's a matter of great sorrow. I sympathize with the bereaved family members.
It's very true, very true.
But one thing, when we are discussing all that, when you are talking, I had been a political product today, an activist. I've been a product of a student movement. I've worked in the student movement for 17, 18 years. I've been the president of the Lucknow University Students' Union in the post-independent India. Nobody has got elected 6-time president consisting of 1.5 lakh students every year. So I got elected, I understand that. And I am also, I tell you, I've also led the famous 1973 police PSC revolt, and I was under DIR for 9 months. Keeping all that, I understand. And one thing I want to tell you, Mr. Arnav, that if suppose some students are moving on the roads and they take the state transport bus as the representative of the system and they put stone on that and you find the mirror is broken. All right, it's a national loss, one can say it. But if the police uses bullet and kills the students, I can say one thing, the glasses can be made again, but the person, a boy who has been killed by the police bullet, he will never come again. That is the biggest national loss. And I say Mamata Banerjee must accept that one and apologize before the country.
If I may just interrupt here, please, Arnav.
She is responsible for this, and I think this is a brutality. And I think in a democracy, you see, a students' union election demand is a genuine one. The students' union are the nursery of our democratic system. And if the students are demanding, I think they should not be, you see, used for different purposes, and the police repression should not be like that. Unfortunately,
Mr. Suva Prasanna,
Mr.
I have a question for you. I have a follow-up question before Amrita and Nupur, if you allow me. If you allow me, I just want to ask one basic question to Mr. Suva Prasanna, who has today described me as a left-leaning journalist. I can assure you, you can ask any leftist, nobody has described me as a left-leaning journalist so far. Many people have called me many names, but you are the first person to call me that name. It's all right. That comes as part of my occupation. I will ask you another question. I will ask you another question, that's all. I am not seeking a certificate from you, Mr. Suva Prasanna.
If somebody is a left-leaning journalist, is it a crime? Is it a crime? If somebody is a left-leaning journalist, is it a crime?
Well, let me tell you one thing, Mr. Atul Kumar Anjan, that's all right.
Not at all. Not at all. Crime is that if somebody is living with
that when
that is the crime.
You see when
and you people are using
Suva Prasanna, Mr. Suva Prasanna, now I'll ask you, allow my question, please. I know how much affection you have for me, but let's not put that on television tonight. Let me ask you my question. Mr. Suva Prasanna, I compare Mamata Banerjee's reaction to the death of Sudipta Gupta with that of her reactions when your party men were in trouble. Sudipta Gupta was declared dead at 6:20 p.m. yesterday. Mamata Banerjee reacts after 16 hours at 11 a.m. today, that also in this terrible manner. I take you back to November 2011.
Yes, that is
1 minute, please, sir, allow me to complete.
Incident,
now allow me to complete.
Could you show
allow me to complete.
That chief minister of any state
yes, allow me to complete.
went to see
the
this
whole
sort of any accident.
Well, allow me to complete. Allow me to complete. My question to you is, I remember.
Just allow me to speak.
1 minute. I'm coming to you, Amrita. I remember November 2011 when two of Mamata Banerjee's men were detained by the police for ransacking. Within 1 hour, Mamata Banerjee stormed into the police station at night and forced the police to free the youth. I'm asking you today, when your men are held for ransacking, your chief minister goes to the police station and frees them. When a left student leader is protesting for elections, he is beaten and thrashed and he dies. And then you describe it after 16 hours as an accident. Don't you see the contrast, Mr. Suva Prasanna?
No, please, am I ask you a question?
No, I am not being interviewed.
No, not that. But think is, what is your main point?
My main point is this.
Because we all
My main point
shocked.
is this. That there is
all are shocked.
Well, you know my point, but you want me to say.
So naturally, we are expressing that it's a really unbearable pain for everyone that one innocent student, due to some sort of political intention,
sir, we have been.
He lost his life.
Sir,
he was not an innocent student, my dear.
Precisely the point.
Sudipta Gupta was not an innocent student. He went with the understanding that he was demanding the student union election. He was demanding the democratic rights of the students.
Yes.
And he was
that way in Calcutta, 1,000 students died in Naxal period. That way, 1,000 students died during Naxal period. I know.
So what is justify another killing?
Discussing today's
so that justifies another killing. No, 1 second. 1 second. So that justifies.
All the leader is now quite safe.
What do you mean quite safe? First of all,
due to them,
Mr. Suva Prasanna,
so many fresh, innocent, romantic students
Mr.
died.
Suva Prasanna, please. First of all, I want to say this clearly, sir. We have had the privilege of going to university and college. And we have had the experience of being in university and college during the Mandal period. I can tell you, being a student politician is not a crime. So you don't describe someone as an innocent student. Doesn't mean if somebody doesn't mean if somebody is doing student politics,
you are not average family. You are not from average family.
Student politics is a right.
You are privileged.
Student politics is a right. Mr. Suva Prasanna, not a privilege given by a politician to a student.
For somebody it is a fashion. For somebody it's a fashion.
What fashion? What do you mean fashion?
What fashion? Sir, you're
what
justifying
kind of a fashion you're talking about?
One of you, Amrita and Nupur, both want to come in. Mr. Suva Prasanna, Amrita Dewan and Nupur Sharma of the NSUI and the BYJM both want to respond to you. I'd like to welcome at this point Om Prakash Mishra of the West Bengal Congress. Mr. Mishra, thank you very much.
Politics
questions?
And that way that Sitaram Yechuri and all these flamboyant people came out.
So Amrita Dhawan is asking you something. Go ahead.
I really want to interfere in
what
this.
do you sacrifice for our country?
Really,
what is your sacrifice?
This is
for this
really
country?
ridiculous, because I have heard Mr. Shivam, let us speak. Let us speak. Okay. I don't know who is Mr. Shivam and what he belongs to. But I just want to say one thing here, that he's acting, Shivam Prasanna, he's acting like a spokesperson of a police. I don't understand that why in our country every student protester is seen as a terrorist or an antisocial element. We are not criminals. I mean, how can he support the act of Mamata Banerjee supporting policing system and everything? Tomorrow if I go out and agitate and protest, it means that my life can be mishandled by police anytime. How can we even support this? And the kind and the behavior you are showing towards, to the country here, towards this channel, shows that you have...
Do you have any idea about... do you have any idea about Mamata Banerjee?
Any student leader who is...
We are not supposed to have any idea about any leader.
Every Mamata Banerjee who belongs to...
Oh my God.
No, we are not here briefing about the profiles of a particular personality.
What is your sacrifice for the country?
As a mother of education.
What you have done for... What you have done for the country?
She is considered to be as the mother of education, and she is not allowing the students to agitate. How
by the looks of it,
Nupur Sharma, one second. Nupur Sharma, Amrita, thank you. Nupur Sharma,
by the looks of it,
Nupur Sharma to Shubha Prasanna.
Amrita, I'm speaking on the same lines.
Nupur, please.
I'm speaking on the same lines. Kolkata is a part of India, sir. Let me just complete by saying that you are actually, by the looks of it, the way you're sounding is justifying his killing.
Which part of India you are living?
I'm sorry.
Is it a heaven?
I'm also living in India. I'm sorry, I'm an Indian. I have a right to live anywhere in the country, sir. Let's not even get there.
India?
Let me just complete what I'm trying to say. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. No, that doesn't matter. You are trying to justify...
You have no idea about Kolkata. It's most peaceful state.
You are trying to justify somebody's killing. Whatever the ideology may be, you cannot, I'm sorry, you cannot just justify this. I think the question, Arnab, I think the question,
let her complete, sir.
I think the question here is about police atrocity, which is just going on haywire under the garb of power exercised by any government.
Completely.
And I'm talking about protests at a large level. Let's stick to this debate. Why are we talking about, because he was from an innocent family, he's from a privileged family? Where are you taking this debate? I fail to understand.
Nupur Sharma.
You are justifying that he was killed, so it was right.
Nupur Sharma and Amrita, thank you for interventions. Please stay on, because I want to now go to Om Prakash Mishra. Now I want to come back, Mr. Shubha Prasanna, to what we are talking about. And Om Prakash Mishra, before you came in, we were asking Mr. Shubha Prasanna, since he seems to be justifying and supporting Ms. Mamata Banerjee the most. And I want to place on record, we have asked, Mr. Shubha Prasanna says, I'm not a Trinamool spokesperson. Well, I would have liked to have a Trinamool spokesperson on this debate. Derek O'Brien says he'd only come on a one-on-one chat. I don't know why, but I'm glad he's coming, and we have a few questions for him as well. The question is this, that the police arrest the driver of the bus which is used to take the demonstrators to the prison. The driver of the bus has not killed this student. Isn't that itself an absurdity, Mr. Mishra?
Well, I am not surprised that nobody wants to take the responsibility as a spokesperson of the Trinamool Congress. The governance deficit in West Bengal is so very apparent, and Trinamool Congress is using the name of the Congress, but it is following the CPIM. It is the policies and the practices of the CPIM which are in complete display here in West Bengal. And what has happened is most shameful, most condemnable. A student activist who is demanding the right to election for the colleges and the university, he is killed in the police custody. He was expected to receive the protection of the police, the custody of the police, and instead the student activist is killed. And so what we are witnessing in Kolkata is being rehearsed everywhere in West Bengal. There is hardly any Gram Panchayat area, any block development area in West Bengal where Trinamool Congress is not brazenly using the police and the administration to browbeat the opposition. The Congress has been especially a
target, and so has been the CPIM. And what we find is that you are asking a question, if Mamata Banerjee is blind or arrogant. She is completely arrogant, and there is an antagonistic view that is now being taken by the Trinamool Congress against political opposition. She does not want to leave any space for any criticism, and so therefore people in Trinamool Congress, they are a stifled lot. People who are outside the Trinamool Congress, but then those who actually wish the good of this government, they are completely frustrated, and what we are witnessing today in Bengal is horrible. Horrible situation prevails. It is only few incidents and accidents these are coming to the limelight, but the situation in West Bengal.
So, but why have you woken up now, Mr. Mishra? Mr. Mishra, why did the Congress party, when you were in power with the Trinamool Congress, restrict itself to silent marches followed by no real action despite the political violence in the state? When you were in alliance with the Trinamool, 642 incidents of political violence happened in the first 5 months of their tenure. Where were you then, Mr. Mishra?
You are very much right, and in fact my understanding is that the Congress should actually have got out of the government much earlier. We did so eventually, but then I suppose it was late, and I must accept that it was not a good thing for us to continue to support this government when we could find that this Congress, Trinamool Congress government is following the footsteps of the CPIM. They are trying to repeat the inglorious traditions of the CPIM misrule here in West Bengal, and it was the Congress leadership which should have acted very fast, and in fact we actually wanted to have a break. We wanted to have a break, and then we have been impressing on the High Command, and then our point of view had finally
I'm not sorry, Mr. Mishra.
I will Mr. Mishra, concede that we should have done this
Mr.
earlier.
Mishra,
if I could come in.
Mr. Mishra, I am not completely convinced with what you're saying, because you know you can't suddenly wake up and talk about police raj and political tyranny when you're out of power. Shivam has been watching this debate.
That is not correct. That is not correct. We have been saying this from the very beginning.
Shivam has a few questions.
There are like 5 different political people taking different political stances.
We are very happy that we could withdraw from the government.
Shivam.
Arnab, there are 5 different political stances here, different parties, and I find it funny that any of them can take a moral high ground on a political killing. I mean, if you take just West Bengal in particular, the culture of political violence there was started by Congress. It was so bad that that is what led to the CPM coming to power there, and the CPM perfected the art of political violence over 35 years. Former CPM MP skeletons are found in his backyard in 2011, 6 skeletons. And then another former CPM MP who kicked out of the party, Abdullah Kutti, said that the CPM had been indulging in Marxist pogrom in both Kerala and West Bengal. And then we see the Trinamool Congress carrying on the same legacy of political violence in West Bengal. So where is the scope here for any of them to take a political or moral high ground on the killing of one guy?
Ritabrata, welcome into the debate. Ritabrata Banerjee now joins us.
Arnab, I just want to... Arnab.
Okay, Mr.
The way Shivam is speaking, he doesn't have any honor for Sudipta. I think I understand what sort of journalist you are. I don't want to go into that. But at this point of time...
No, I'm very saddened by the death.
He is no more.
That
he is no more, my dear. You can use... No, just listen. Listen. You can use your pen and give all sorts of, you see, whatever you punches you want to make. But right now, don't speak in that manner. Don't denigrate him. He's no more. Understand? I understand you, Shivam. I understand you.
That's emotional high ground now.
The viewers are also understood you. Viewers are also understood you. Please.
Ritabrata, welcome into the debate.
Are you saying that the word...
One second. Let's not get personal. Ritabrata Banerjee is General Secretary of the Students' Federation of India. Ritabrata, first of all, I want to know from you that through the entire day we saw these protests become bigger and bigger. An unprecedented number of people came out on the streets of Kolkata. Why did they come out? Would you kindly tell us? And also, especially to Subha Prasanna Bhattacharjee, who is describing the death of Sudipta Gupta as a mere accident today. He describes it as an accident. I want you to respond to him and also tell us why people came out in such large numbers.
Actually, I am now coming from the crematorium. The work is not completed. Sudipta is burning. From the morning, I have been there. I was there in the morgue when the body was taken out. And from the morgue itself, obviously, SFI and the other 3 left student organizations, they had made an organized gathering. But we have not expected that people coming in such a huge number, particularly the picture is shown where in the front of the Students Federation of India West Bengal unit's office, it was just a massive gathering, different people, and when we made a procession with the dead body from the SFI State Center, we traversed a huge portion of South Calcutta, we reached the Kauratola crematorium. On both sides of the roads, innumerable people, they were standing there, and I just want to tell you one thing. At many places, I was there, just behind the dead body throughout the whole day. Many people, particularly women, standing in both sides of the roads, they were telling that such a innocent fellow, by looking at the face of this comrade who has been killed yesterday so brutally, and I just want to tell you that this sort of incident has never happened. Earlier, in the Bidhan Rai regime, there were examples of people being killed by lathi charge, but this death in police custody, students making a protest, a peaceful protest, demanding students' union election. The Trinamool government, which is so committed to democracy, and Mr. Bhattacharya, these people have been so vocal with candlesticks for democracy. So this government is so committed for these democratic practices that the entire college and university union elections has been put on hold. So the students, the 4 left student organizations, they took a prior permission on 2nd of April. The program was there in front of the Calcutta University. Then there was a procession up to the Rani Rashmani Avenue. From there they were arrested. One interesting incident that has earlier never happened. Innumerable girl comrades were there, but no ladies police were present there. So then they were taken to the place where this incident took place.
Ritaprata Banerjee, Mr. Banerjee, sorry to interrupt. I want to focus the debate on how did Sudipta die. Because right through the first half an hour of the debate, Mr. Suvaprasanna Bhattacharjee has said that there is nothing wrong if Mamata Banerjee says it's an accident. And he has also, he used the word, I don't know what he meant. He says innocent students. He says innocent students are being drawn into these political activities by people like you. I want you to respond to Suvaprasanna directly tonight.
Definitely, I will respond. Actually, an incident that took place, Mr. Suvaprasanna is telling about innocent students. Trinamool Congress is an outfit where 58-year-old people are termed as little boys. The state has witnessed that a 58-year-old man who went into the college campus, he beat the principal of the college and the chief minister of the state in the writers' building, coming up with a version that he is a little boy, he must be pardoned. That 58-year-old fellow, little chap, Tilak Chowdhury, he happened to be a district leader of North Dinajpur of the Trinamool Congress. So,
respond
when Mr. Suvaprasanna is speaking, we have seen in the Garden Reach incident, when these people, they are speaking about innocence, actually, yes, correct. Trinamool Congress actually have people like Munna Bhai, they have people like Shambhunath Kau. This Munna Bhai, man in his 50s, going to the college, they have people like Arabul Islam throwing a joke to a teacher, and they are termed as assets of the Trinamool Congress. So, basically, why we went there? Yesterday we went there demanding students' union elections. And the case of Sudipta, the chief minister in Bengal says anything she likes. She can say anything in the morning, it can change in the afternoon, then again there will be a version in the evening. And people like Suvaprasanna, the scandal people, they has to say what the chief minister will say, they immediately has to put a stamp on that, otherwise they cannot continue. One of their fellows who was also walking in the Calcutta streets with candle, now that man is speaking against Trinamool Congress.
Mr. Suvaprasanna, Mr. Suvaprasanna, respond to Ritaprata.
I just want to.
Okay, go on. Complete Ritaprata.
I just want to make one point. One point about the Sudipta Gupta thing. The chief minister in Bengal knows everything. Like this incident, she has said that this is an accident. We have seen in the case of Park Street, the chief minister immediately telling that Shajano Ghatona, it's a concocted story. Then the police commissioner, Daden police commissioner, telling that this has been done to malign the government. And then the real lady who opened up everything. Damayanti Sen, the IPS officer, he was sent away, he went away, he was transferred. So, Chief Minister knows everything. What she will tell, this is the sorry state. We want a judicial probe. Before the judicial probe, how can a Chief Minister tell that this is an accident? Why not the Chief Minister is ordering for a judicial probe?
Absolute. Direct question, 2 points. I'd like to summarize Shubha Prasanna. No, I want to hear Shubha Prasanna's response. Because Mr. Shubha Prasanna...
Are you happy? Is it for Sudipta Sen or for malign West Bengal and West Bengal's Chief Minister? It's beyond Sudipta Sen, Sudipta Gupta.
Why don't you respond to her, to him? He's asking two questions.
It is wounds of politics.
No.
Again, I'm telling, as a citizen, it's a wounds of politics.
What is the wounds of politics? No, 1 second.
You are
a partisan.
What is wounds of politics?
One second.
Responsible citizen.
You people are professional. You people are professional politics.
Anybody who opposes you is a politician.
You are taking benefit out of all
we
this.
don't take money from the railways. We are professional politicians.
One at a time, gentlemen. One at a time.
We did not take money from
One at a time. Rito Broto, respond.
You are liar. I never take any money from government. You are liar.
A rail ministry has given you money. I am telling you about the rail ministry. I just want to make one point.
Not a single money.
That here in West
I
Bengal,
used to give money.
doesn't have answer.
I am not
and
paying.
Shubha Prasanna cannot answer because he has to go back to Harish Street and let know what is the version of the Trinamool Congress. Without knowing that, it is not possible for Shubha Prasanna to answer. They are terming it as an accident. A 22-year-old fellow has died. The Chief Minister was busy seeing the IPL ceremony. He was busy in the IPL ceremony. She did not came. She did not came today. She did not saw a boy lying in the pool of blood.
CPM leader.
This is the attitude of the Chief Minister. The Chief Minister in Bengal, when Tapas Chowdhury died, she was there in the song, giving clap to a song. And yesterday she was there watching the IPL ceremony. Such inhuman activities. This is the real class of the Trinamool Congress, real color of the Trinamool Congress.
The CPM was a killer party.
Mr. Shubha Prasanna, I have a question.
It doesn't matter if you tell me that I am a
come in,
killer.
gentlemen? No, I have a question. No, a relevant question has been asked. No, 1 second. One second. Rito Broto, Mr. Ranjan, allow me 1 minute because I wanted to ask a question. Please allow me, everyone. Please allow me to. Please calm down, first of all. I want to focus on the issue. Mr. Shubha Prasanna, my question to you is this, that Rito Broto asked, first of all, I don't want, this is not about personal acrimony. And Rito Broto, I am also saying...
I don't like to give any answer to a professional politician.
Now answer me.
They are getting money. They are trying to use this dead body.
Now answer me
for
first.
their own benefit.
1 second. Mr. Shubha Prasanna, answer me. Answer me. Answer me, Mr. Shubha Prasanna.
They are not sympathizer of Sudipto. They are using for politics.
That may be your view, Mr. Shubha Prasanna. Now I'll ask you one question. Tell me, does it...
everybody's view.
Okay. 1 second. Can I ask you...
It is everybody's view.
Can I ask you one thing?
Don't try to malign West Bengal.
Mr. Shubha Prasanna, it is entirely possible that your view is not everybody's view. I will now ask you the question. Please allow me to complete with great respect, and you know how much respect I have for you.
I know privileged few bourgeois, privileged like bourgeois. For them, it is a luxury to discuss all these things.
One minute. Mr. Shubha Prasanna, I would like to humbly remind you that on Newshour tonight, you have first called me a leftist and now you are calling me a bourgeois. That's a contradiction. I will ask you now one straight question. Please tell me, Mr. Shubha Prasanna, what Rito Broto says. How can you conclude it is an accident? How can you conclude it is an accident before an inquiry? How can anyone conclude it's an accident before an inquiry?
How can you conclude it and say it is a killing?
How can anyone conclude it's an accident?
One thing.
How can you are concluding it is a...
I am asking.
Shubha Prasanna doesn't have an answer.
Listen.
Let's not anyone conclude it and let the investigation agencies and the judicial inquiry come with the results.
Exactly.
Let me
beyond this pathetic incident. Whole discussion is beyond this pathetic incident.
1 second, please. Now there are a couple of points. Atul Kumar Anjan first wanted to say something. Atul Kumar Anjan.
Varnab, as you quoted the doctor and the chief medical officer who said the Sudipta was brought to the hospital with serious head injuries as well as multiple injuries. And that itself speaks that multiple injury is an issue. It means that he has been brutally assaulted. And so, now the question is this, if the government or Mamata says it is mere an accident, now to prove her stand, what is wrong with her to say that let there be a judicial inquiry?
Inquiry, simple.
And then the things will come out. Yes,
have a judicial inquiry.
Why we are worried? And
are we agreed on that?
Now Mamata Banerjee has to take this action.
You have to take, but the point is there is no judicial inquiry. There is no action against the police. Nobody is held responsible. There is no independent inquiry, but yet the Chief Minister's statement makes it look she already believes it's an accidental death. You see, that's what we are asking. Why is Mamata Banerjee appearing to be in denial?
That is the twisting of the facts.
Partly because we don't have police reforms. This is a problem in every state where the Chief Ministers treat their police as a private army, as you said,
exactly.
be it in Kashmir, be it in Dhule, be it anywhere, be it
You
in
are trying to
Kulam,
find
people
out
have been
a
killed. You
broader
protest and the government
dimension.
thinks there is a right to kill you.
That's a good point.
Governments make a mockery of the constitutional promise of the right to life.
You are giving it a broader dimension.
Well, I think that's there is an issue there.
Not at all. I
Broader
think
dimension is not
Sudipta,
required to hush up the
should get
case.
justice, and the voters in West Bengal will take care of Mamata Banerjee's shameful
Don't
arrogance.
give the broader dimension to hush up the case. It's a simple case. The Chief Minister says it's an accident. The medical superintendent says he is having a multiple injuries. Now the question is who is right? A doctor is right or Chief Minister is right? It can only be decided by a judicial
I think it is very clear the Chief Minister is wrong.
Mamata Banerjee is also a doctorate.
No, I don't think the Chief Minister, state government can give itself a clean sheet. That's very clear here. Amrita Dhawan and Nupur Sharma, my last question is to both of you as student leaders. Is it not also an issue, the issue Ditobrato raises, that, state governments, and I'm sorry to say this, even Congress governments have used their powers against BJP activists. BJP governments have used their power against Congress activists, like the Trinamool Congress or the left, Mamata government is now using its power against left activists. It's a fact of life, isn't it? Haven't you encountered it yourself, Nupur and Amrita? That state governments use their power to crush student dissent.
Yeah, state governments, it has been like this, not in recent time, but in the past also. I myself have suffered lathi charge many times when I'm protesting and when I'm agitating.
Exactly.
As a student leader, irrespective of any party, I just want to say one thing, that as a student leader, I cannot be protected by police. I am rather more afraid when I go for a protest thinking that I might get killed or might get mishandled. I mean, we should have a protection for the protesters. Where is that protection? Above any chief minister of any party should have a moral responsibility for sacking the local police officers.
Good
no
point.
action is taken, nothing is being considered, and above you are just supporting by saying it that it is an accident.
Well, I think
you should not conclude it as accident.
Well, absolutely.
I'm really disappointed the way Chief Minister has handled it.
I think Nupur would
really
second that. I think Nupur would also, and Amrita both would say.
I would just like to say, I would like to say that before being a student leader, Sudipta is also a common civilian. Why I'm saying that is I'm actually questioning police atrocities, especially in the wake of what happened in India Gate. Let's not forget I was there, I saw it live. There were male policemen hitting women. Where are we going? Who is giving them so much power? Why is there no accountability? Because then I would actually hold the state government and also the central government accountable. Obviously, it depends on where the police enforcement is, under whose order they are actually functioning. I think that's the larger question. And as a lawyer, may I tell, sir, as a lawyer, I would say this is not a political gimmick, sir. Actually, the question is that he was in police detention and there was a custodial death. That actually needs to be investigated. Let's not shy away from the issue. Let's not deviate from the issue.
There is no one responsible.
Alarming and something
there
needs
is
to be
nobody
done.
who is taking the responsibility.
The point is,
where is the accountable? Exactly. Where is the accountability?
The point is this. There's 2 points.
She's right. Where is the accountability here?
I feel, I strongly would like to say, Ditobrato Banerjee, Nupur Sharma, and Amrita Dhawan, representing the left, the Congress and the BJP respectively, are the future of Indian politics. And I think what has happened today is very unfortunate. And maybe on this, all student leaders should come together and take a common position. And finally, Mr. Suva Prasanna, don't take it personally, but there are too many questions and it appears that Mamata Banerjee has answered and perhaps answered wrongly and in haste. She's going to have to reconsider what she said. And that also, may be part of political maturity. To come forward and say that I will not spare anyone even if they killed a left student leader. Our heart goes out to Sudipta Gupta's family. And thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
It's very true.
Our heart goes out to the family. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
True.
Thank you,
Let's
Mr. Suva
remember all
Prasanna.
the time Sudipta Gupta, and such type of things will never happen again.
We must resolve that it doesn't happen again.
Yes.
And on that, we must resolve it doesn't happen again. He didn't need to go like this. He did not need to die like this. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you.